This is the Goal Achievers Workshop with me, Barbara Lorraine, and you. Why me? For years, I've been all about taking action and getting results. I've owned several businesses, done corporate training and leadership, sales, productivity, and more. I've done coaching with businesses and individuals. My master's degree is in human behavior. I was adjunct faculty at National University. I've had a newspaper column, a stage show, and more. What's important for you to know, though, is that this workshop is results-oriented and contains the process for reaching any kind of goal. No matter what goal you have in mind, weight loss, improving your income, overcoming procrastination, overcoming some kind of fear or phobia, decluttering and getting organized, you name it, this process will help. Before you get started, think about what you want to end up with from achieving your goals. We'll talk more about that later, but for now, just get your head on that subject. And because we're talking about taking your life to the next level, you'll want to turn off your devices, remove distractions, and be ready to focus. Before we get started, you should grab some paper and pen so you can work on some of the activities and take notes about your situation to prepare for building your plans and goals. Or as an alternative, you might want to use one of your devices to take notes. Here's an outline of what you'll get from the Goal Achievers Workshop. In the interest of time, I'm going to zoom through this. There's the introduction, which we're doing right now. You'll consider what it is you want. Write out your goals. Believe you can and deserve to win. Goal achievement is in two parts, how-tos and mindset. This program focuses on the what's and how-tos. In another workshop, we'll work on improving the mindset. We'll start at the start by asking why you should set goals, what kinds of goals you will set. We'll give examples and share stories and quotes. You'll learn or get reminders of setting SMART goals. You'll write your goals out clearly, including everything you must do to accomplish what you want. We'll talk about what to do and in what sequence. What obstacles stand in your way? You'll set strategies for overcoming all obstacles. Consider what resources you need and how to get what you need. You'll list what you already have and what's nice to have, and talk about using more creativity than cash. We'll talk about people resources, what people or organizations can help. For the purposes of this workshop, you'll work with one goal. We'll make many lists and you'll turn them into comprehensive action plans. You'll execute your plan, have tracking, check in with yourself and others. You'll do evaluating, adjusting, and accountability. And let's not forget celebration. As we near the end of the workshop, you'll revisit your reasons why these goals are important to you. Along the way, as I said, I'll share stories, quotes, examples, and resource ideas. Okay, now that we've talked a bit about your goals and how this workshop will prepare you to achieve them, let's go. Consider what you want and in what areas. To prompt your thinking, here are America's top New Year's resolutions for the year 2021. People wanted to exercise more, eat healthier, spend more time with family and friends, Lose weight. Live more economically. Spend less time on social media. Improve performance on the job. Reduce stress on the job. Quit smoking. Cut down on alcohol. For this workshop, we're using this list: health, physical stuff, mindset and emotional, career or business, spirituality, family, financial, environmental, or friends. Improving relationships or romance. Let's look briefly at each of these areas. Health and physical. This can mean weight loss, fitness, strength, being healthier with eating or exercising, drinking less, or other habits. Mindset and emotional. How are you doing within yourself? Do you want to feel more positive, optimistic, upbeat, more deserving of the success you desire? Career and business. Maybe you're building a career or a business and you want a promotion or to win an award. Spirituality. Do you want to spend more quality time with your spiritual beliefs, going to church, studying, giving your time, exercising your practice, or some other goal? Family. Do you want to start a family? Improve communications or relationships with your existing family? Have you been estranged and you want to heal and move on? Or build a bridge? Financial. Do you want to make more money with your work or with investments? Are you building for a retirement or to secure your family's future or some other financial goal? Environment. To some people, that means decorating or designing their living and workspaces. For others, it's about taking good care of the planet. What does environment mean to you? Could be decluttering, organizing, or setting up systems so your home or office runs more smoothly. Friends and community. Do you want to be more active with other people? Maybe volunteering in your community or somewhere? Or do you want to strengthen your relationship with friends or build new friendships? Maybe you're seeking a relationship or romance, or looking to improve the one that you already have. As we said before, not all of these areas are important to everyone at every time in their life. Now that we've talked about what areas you might want to set goals in, let's look at the idea of what you really want. Let's look at each of these areas and what the underlying real desire might be. Consider this example. If you say you want to be healthier, what is it you really want? For example, is it that you want the strength and stamina to play with your kids or grandkids? You see, it's not just that you want to lose weight or work out at the gym. Why is having the energy really important to you? If it's about your kids, is it about making memories, being close, having fun, feeling loved, and expressing your love? Or is it so you can be healthier and not worry so much about getting sick or ending up with some chronic illness? Maybe you had a family member who was sick with a disease and you want to avoid that. In my family, everyone was overweight and had diabetes. I decided a long time ago that I wanted to avoid diseases by eating right, exercising, and having a positive attitude. We'll talk about what you really want more in another workshop. It is important, but here we're going to focus on the process for setting and achieving your goals. What are the areas you want to improve in? Take a moment to quickly jot them down, not in any order of importance. Next, by each of those areas that you wrote down, put a number of its priority. What's its degree of importance to you? You know that something is currently a priority to you when you're already making choices that prove it. Now, for this workshop, choose one area to focus on so you can practice the steps of the process. In fact, many people think it's a good idea to have goals in only one area at a time. As I said earlier, there are two parts to accomplishing goals: what you do, how you take action to achieve them, and your mindset. When it comes to your mindset, you simply must believe you can and will do what it takes to reach your goals. How can you improve your belief in yourself? Look at your experience. Think back. What have you learned to do? What goals have you already taken action on that you succeeded with? Gather those as evidence that you can be successful again. Maybe you learned a sport or musical instrument and got really good at it. Maybe you completed a college degree or military service, or even high school is an accomplishment. Maybe you won an award. Consider what you had to do to win, to be chosen. Usually, winning takes practice, self-discipline, and hard work, and focusing on one thing and not taking time for other things. Some people call that sacrifice. I call it choice. What is similar about what you did back then with that other accomplishment? Showing up, working, setting priorities. Maybe you've never done anything like the goal you want to accomplish now. That's okay. Who else has done what you want to do? Learn stories of other winners to discover what they did, especially in an area similar to what you want to accomplish. But remember, the process of achieving success, winning, and achieving your goals is the same no matter what your goal. Check out the stories of Oprah Winfrey, Les Brown. What or other stories prove that what you want to be doing can be done? Know this: if no one has ever done before what you want to do, that doesn't mean you can't do it. Before Roger Bannister ran a 4-minute mile, it was thought to be physically impossible. Remember his story. Check out his story. Read biographies, and also check out current events. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Richard Branson are people worth studying. They are each working towards space travel. What? Anything your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. To further build your belief in yourself, list your strengths and characteristics. Are you good at learning, patience, tenacity, or some other quality? I'm highly creative. What's your superpower? Pause a moment to make notes. What are your strengths? Similar to your belief in your abilities is your sense of deserving success. Do you believe you deserve to achieve your goals? Know this. If you haven't yet set your goals, if you aren't taking action toward them, odds are something inside of you is holding you back. That's a deep and broad subject that we won't take more time with here, but it is the focus of another workshop. To get connected with me, the website whatyoureallywantnow.com. You might also want to connect with me on Facebook or Twitter. Be sure to sign up to be informed of upcoming workshops and programs. Back to your list now. If I had a magic wand, what would be the one goal you would want to accomplish? You'll use that one goal to work the exercises in this workshop so you can learn the process. As Glinda, the Good Witch, explained to Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, it's always good to start at the start. Then just follow the yellow brick road. Now, Dorothy's path was already laid out for her. We will have to build our paths and plans, and we'll have to stick to them. But first, let's lay the foundation. Why bother setting goals? Goals give you a target to shoot for. Zig Ziglar said, if you aim at nothing, you'll always hit it every time. Bruce Lee emphasized, a goal sometimes serves simply as something to aim at. What kinds of goals will you set? You'll learn here or get a reminder of how to use SMART goals to set goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-activated. Let's look at each of these. Specific. That means that the goal is described completely with all the actions, ingredients, materials, resources, and other items included. To come up with your list, ask who, what, where, why, and how. Examples could be educational goals like classes, schooling, certification programs. Could be sales targets. How many calls should you make to get 20 sales each month? What will you say? How will you overcome hesitation and the rest? Is there training you'll need? Put that on your list of things to do to achieve your goal. Each item goes hand in hand with the rest of the items. In addition to specific language for action goals, be specific in how you imagine implementing your plans. Imagine what you will do daily, weekly, monthly. How will it feel when you win? Who will you be with? What will they say? The more complete and specific you imagine your goals, the more compelling and real they will feel to you. And that builds confidence. So you don't just imagine accomplishing your goal, you imagine yourself taking all the steps necessary. We'll work on this important area in another workshop. Peter Drucker, father of business management, cautioned, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Measurable. If your goal is to lose weight, for example, how many calories will you eat? How many calories can you burn with exercise? You can detail all the elements of your plans, from what to do to anticipating obstacles and developing plans to overcome them. Other examples are with grades. How many hours should you study? Should you create practice tests for yourself? Or a sport? What's your level of performance? Are you hitting your targets, goals, or other numbers? When it comes to productivity, how much practice will you do? How many reps? For how long? Think of all of the numbers involved with achieving your goal. Attainable. This is key. When I did corporate training, I taught that if a worker couldn't perform a task, odds are the task was too big. Break tasks down into steps that can be done. Success with small steps builds capability and confidence, and that's motivating. Relevant. Is the task you're putting on your plate going to move you forward? If not, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. Invest your time with activities that make a difference, that move you forward. Time activated. There is no someday on the calendar. You must schedule when to do whatever it is that you're going to be doing, or odds are it won't get done. What will you do daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and so on? What activities are one time only? Get them onto the schedule. Develop a system that supports you in being productive. I use a project plan, is what I call it, an overall plan of what I need to do to achieve my goal. Then I use daily to-do lists along with that plan. I do work each day, so I plan what I'm going to do daily. Sure, life intervenes, but having a plan can really help you get on track and stay on track. Consider how much time each task takes, who's involved, and whether you must sync your schedule with theirs. Be flexible but firm with your schedule. Know this also. There's kind of two different kinds of tasks to perform. Some depend only on your ability and willingness to take action. For others, you need to get a yes from somebody else, or you have to fit with their schedule. So be flexible but firm. Now that we've talked about goals in general, let's actually write some. I'm using weight loss as an example, but the process works the same for all goals. Know this about me using weight loss as an example. The numbers, etc., that I'm sharing are not to suggest that I think this is a weight loss plan that you could use. There are many different plans and methodologies. You choose what works best for you, and there's different numbers, different things to measure and to take care of per weight loss plan. So, upfront disclosure, I'm not setting out a weight loss plan here. It's about the process of achieving goals. Be specific. How many pounds and inches do you want to lose? When will you exercise? Shop for food. Eat. What recipes will you use? And so on. With whom will you be involved? Are there other people who have an influence on what you're going to be eating? What exercise you do? Will you use a formal program like Weight Watchers? Ask yourself again, who, what, where, when, and how have an influence on your goal achievement. As a sidebar, let's take a minute to look at the underlying desires of goals. We already mentioned for a goal of health and physical improvement, an underlying desire might be building strength and stamina so that you can have more fun. and be more active, play more with your kids or grandkids. Good mindset and emotional. You might want to feel less stress. Stress is the number one killer. So to improve your emotional state has health ramifications also. To be in a better mood means you can have better relationships with other people and with yourself. Go through this whole list looking at it's not just a goal that you want to accomplish. There are reasons why. There are benefits from achieving that goal that are really the bottom line in terms of your motivation. It's important to understand the underlying emotional, internal wants and needs. As I said, in this workshop, we're going to focus on the how-tos, but we'll look at one goal. Our example is with weight loss. A person wants to drop pounds and build strength and stamina so they can play more with their kids, build memories, have fun, and the rest. Overweight can interfere with how we spend time with others, how we feel. Some people don't want to go to the beach, wouldn't be caught dead in a pair of shorts or a bathing suit. Being able to play, make memories, and share good times can be a strong, compelling motivation. If the goal is to lose weight, gain strength and stamina, ask yourself, what's important to you about that? With that question, you can surface those underlying motivations. With excess weight, the person may be unhealthy and in fear of a heart attack, stroke, or diabetes. The possibility of an earlier than necessary death can certainly be compelling. Performance expert Tony Robbins says that there are two primary motivators for people: avoiding pain and seeking pleasure. And which has the bigger impact on our behavior? Avoiding pain. Take it one more step by asking, what will happen if you do lose weight, gain strength and stamina? And they'll be there for life's big moments. Driver's license, graduation, weddings. The last step is asking, what will happen if you do not lose weight? You'll have less energy, lower self-esteem. You won't feel good in your clothes or in your skin. It can be embarrassing not looking good, not feeling good. As we ask these questions, we see more of what is at stake, really. You can think about what you really want. The choice is not to have a piece of cake or not to have a piece of cake. The choice is to be on track with a healthy lifestyle, looking good, feeling good, being proud of yourself, being a good role model. Faced with that choice, it's easy to say, I'd rather be awesome than to have that piece of cake. The process is the same, no matter what kind of goal. Ask questions to get to the bottom of your motivation. What will reaching that goal do for you? What's important to you about that? And then as you answer that question, you ask again, what's important to you about that? Like in the case of weight loss, with gaining strength and stamina for playing with the kids, what's important to you about that? To make memories, to have great relationships with your kids. And what's important to you about that? To feel loved, to express your love. What will happen if you do? follow through and achieve your goals? Well, all the benefits. You'll be stronger, healthier, happier, feeling better, feeling less stress, feeling just awesome. And what will happen if you don't? You'll be disappointed in yourself, and so will others be disappointed. Now, back to building your SMART goals. Make the goal measurable. With weight loss, a person may count calories, exercise reps, and amounts of time that they spend exercising. They'll keep track of shopping, recipes, amounts they eat, and more. Of course, they can do weigh-ins and compare each week to the previous ones. It's also a good idea to take notes about how you're feeling, your challenges. What strategies are working for you? Attainable. Make your goals with steps you can reach, in the case of weight loss, without starving yourself, getting dizzy or crabby. Ask if the method you're planning on using can work for you. Will you actually count calories or points? Will you focus on some foods while foregoing others? Socially, how will you deal with gatherings, holidays, desserts, celebrations, and more? How will you deal with cravings? List your challenges. Develop strategies ahead of time for overcoming each and every one of them. Be honest with yourself. And if a strategy works, do more of that. If it isn't so effective, find some other way to overcome that particular challenge. Relevant. Focus your activities on what makes a difference to your results, motivation, and momentum. When it comes to weight loss or health goals, some people join a gym or buy expensive equipment. That's classic. But solutions are only relevant if you use them. When it comes to weight loss, it's good to have a nutrition plan, shopping list, food on hand, maybe a program for you to follow. Ask yourself, does what you're doing make a difference? In the case of a gym you don't use, the answer is no. If you're walking every day, that will matter to your goals though. Also, are the steps you're taking working? Did you say you will walk but you don't? Maybe you need a buddy to go with, or listen to music or motivational messages while you walk. Do you need shoes for walking? Probably yes. But do you need new clothes yet? Probably not. That said, maybe a workout outfit will help you feel motivated. I used to wear a shirt by Nike. Just Do It is a tried and true message for goal accomplishment of all kinds. A friend of mine who has real challenges working out wears a shirt that says, "Respect my hustle." Anything that gets you going is relevant, but don't confuse what you must have with what you'd simply like to have. What you buy to promote your progress depends to some degree on your budget. Do not let lack of a budget stop you. Know this, free is always in the budget. If you look around, there are many things that cost less than you think, and there are things you just don't need. Time activate your plans. It's not enough to say, "I'll walk for a half hour every day." When will you walk? If you don't schedule it, odds are some other activity will interrupt and gobble up your time. Besides, to develop good habits, repetition is key. When you walk at about the same time each day, you'll feel more inclined to do it. With a habit, you'll actually feel uneasy if you miss a day, and that's a very good thing. Another T is tracking. So we'll talk again about measuring. You'll measure and keep records of your important activities. When you have walk a half hour on your plan, make a note. Did you do it? If not, what happened to get in your way? How did you feel about walking? These notes are especially helpful if you're avoiding or hesitating to walk. All this information you can record, and that'll be helpful for adjusting your plans along the way. So it's about tracking your activities and emotions, and you can also use this information for accountability. I'll be doing another workshop specifically on overcoming hesitations and the value of accountability. Don't change your goals, change your methods, time, or other aspects of what you're doing. As you're building and evaluating your plans, ask yourself what is absolutely necessary for you to do in order to win. When it comes to exercise, that's the absolute action. But the kind of exercise can be adjusted. Would you rather swim, ride a bike, walk on a stationary bike instead of outside? Use a free YouTube video to guide your exercise? List all the activities that you simply must do. Your list will help you remember, especially when you add them to your plans and schedule. When it comes to your plans, it's not just about what to do or when, it's also about in what order. Maybe you want to do your exercise before you eat or before you begin your day. If you're going for a walk, maybe you'll want to get your shoes on first. If you're going on an eating plan, you may want to clear out foods that could sabotage your results. We talked earlier about why your goal is important. Do that before you get started working on your plan. There will be times when you really don't want to exercise. It seems like you don't have time or energy or whatever. If you really want to, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Don't let you be an excuse type person. Work on your desire by staying mindful of your reasons why. Consider what obstacles stand in your way. With weight loss, it could be cravings, social pressure, laziness to cook or to shop, bad habits, no time, and there can be lots of other reasons that pop up. Anticipate challenges. Develop strategies for overcoming all of them. For cravings, you might want to stop eating sugar and even carbs like pasta and bread. And the cravings will be gone in 5 days. What challenges might you face? Social pressure. If you're pressured from within your group, get support from outside that group. If you don't know how to lose weight, read books or sign up with a program that can teach you. If you don't feel like it, stay mindful of your whys with pictures that remind and inspire you. Use relaxation and affirmations. This is one of the services that I provide for clients. Be sure to ask yourself, what will happen if you do use strategies to reach your goals and they actually work for helping you achieve your success? And what will happen if you don't? What will you miss out on? What will you give up? What will it cost you to not take action toward your goals? What resources do you need? Think of wants versus needs. You might think you need expensive shoes. Nope. Shoes can be really affordable, or they can cost you an arm and a leg. Same with food. Sure, healthier foods can cost more, like grass-fed beef, very pricey. If you think you need that in order to eat healthy, you might stop trying. Don't do that to yourself. Ask yourself also, what do you have already? If you've got no budget, you can use more creativity than cash. For example, if you want to lift weights and you have no dumbbells, use water bottles or canned goods instead. They're free to you. Or what are other ways you can get what you need? Trade what you've got with someone else who's got what you need. Get some money. That's a different topic. What people or organizations can help? When it comes to weight loss, ask around about who wants to work on weight loss goals with you. There might be no one, or they might not stick with the plans and you'll end up unmotivated. That can be counterproductive. Try an online community. I'm beginning Goal Achievers Community on Facebook specifically for this reason. Use Nextdoor.com to locate a neighbor you can walk with. Or there are programs like Weight Watchers and others that might be a fit for you. When it comes to business, being a member of a group like Rotary International can connect you with helpful people who are in business or have been, and can be great networking or source of connections for you. When Tim Ferriss wrote The 4-Hour Work Week, he wanted to get celebrities interested in his writing. He used contactanycelebrity.com. For $200 a year, you can get the names and numbers of celebrities' producers to make connections with them and work toward getting them involved with you. Now that you've looked at what you will do and why, let's talk about building a comprehensive action plan. We already talked about the importance of tracking. There are many ways to set out your goals on paper or virtually. On my website, you can download a template that you can adjust to fit your goals and your needs. This template provides a starting point, or there are online tools also. In the weight loss example, if you're planning to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, make it measurable. Eat X amount of calories daily and work out 5 days a week for 30 minutes, which burns X amount of calories. And your plan is, for our weight loss example, and a plan to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, here's the specific measurable actions we'll take. We'll eat X amount of calories daily and work out 5 days a week to burn, again, X amount of calories, i.e. 3,500 calories is a pound times 20 pounds. So in this plan, we'll eat for a 1,000 calorie daily deficit. What it takes to accomplish that depends on individuals. That's 7,000 calories or 2 pounds a week. 12 weeks times 2 pounds a week equals 24 pounds. So with a plan to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, it can be done without stress or strain with this particular plan. Now, I'm not suggesting this as an actual weight loss plan. This is just an example to show that there are actions to take differently than what you did before. They should be specific and measurable and attainable. So the plan that I laid out, if a person cannot have a deficit of 1,000 calories daily, then they might need to adjust their expectations. Maybe it will take them 6 months to lose 20 pounds. It's just an example. Remember, your goals should be relevant. In the weight loss example, consider your why. Losing pounds and gaining strength means I will be able to have fun with my kids. Or maybe you need more strength to work on your job, or for whatever the reason is, make it relevant for you. Time activate your plans by plugging all your actions into a schedule or calendar. When you schedule when to do each action, the actions get done. Use a visual aid for your action plan, but don't let it take so much time that you don't have time to exercise. You can download a free customizable MS Word template at my website. You'll be able to make changes to it to make it work for you and your goals. You might want to add a row to include notes in. Also, because tracking can make such a big difference, I'll be doing a video about how to use MS Word to build your Goal Achievers tracker. No matter what tracker you use, in whatever form, whether it's virtual or on paper, optimize your plan by adding all the elements and actions you must take, when you'll take action, and in what order. Use the left column to guide your progress. What will you eat? How much? When? What exercise will you do? When? For how long? What obstacles did you face? What strategies did you use to overcome them? Once a week, weigh and/or measure to see what progress you've made on your weight loss path. Compare this week's progress with last week's. Note what worked and where you could be more diligent or do something differently that would be more effective. As I mentioned, you may want to make notes that show how you feel. What did you say to yourself? Were you positive and motivating in statements to yourself, or was your self-talk tearing you down? Make note of this and make changes. Now that you've listed all the actions for you to take and your tracker is ready to support you, execute your plan. This is where the rubber meets the road. Gary Vaynerchuk, marketing wizard, says that while others are talking about what they're going to do, he is executing. Do the work. Make a plan and follow your plan. Track your activity and progress enough to give you the information you need and to keep you motivated and on track. Check in with your supporters. Evaluate what's working and consider what could be done better. Of course, after evaluating, adjust your plan to better support you. It's worth repeating here. When you can't reach your goal yet, don't change your goal, change your action plan. Accountability. Your tracking records are a great way, probably the best way, to hold yourself accountable or to work with someone else on accountability. Coming soon, Goal Achievers Community Group for training, support, accountability, celebrations, and more. Along the way, reconsider. What are the reasons why you're working toward this goal? In our example for weight loss, we said it was so that they could have fun with their kids, have the energy and stamina. Consider your reason for your one goal that you chose. Then ask yourself, are those reasons still important to you? Let the answer to that question jolt you back into the reality. This goal is important to you, and you're going to do what it takes. We've covered lots in this workshop. I've been using the example of weight loss. Take a moment to think about that one area you want to improve. What's your reason to do the work and to stick with it no matter what? What will happen if you do take the necessary actions? Use your goals and plans and work those plans. And what will happen if you don't? The choice is up to you, isn't it? Let's review. As we do, think about your situation, your opportunities, your challenges, and how you can use this process and program to set yourself up for success. Got an introduction, considered what you want, wrote out your goals, learned the importance of believing you can and deserving that you can accomplish. Goal achieving has two parts: what and how to do, and also your mindset. This program focused on the what and how. We'll have another workshop that deals with the inner game. Number 1, we started at the start. We talked about why setting goals is important, what kinds of goals you can set. You got examples and stories. You learn to plan SMART goals. Write your goals clearly and include everything you need to do to win. 3, considered what to do and in what sequence. 4, you looked at what obstacles could stand in your way and you set strategies for overcoming every single one of them. 5, what resources do you need for accomplishing your goal? How can you get them? What do you already have? What's nice to have but you don't need it? 6, what people, organizations, and other do you need or want to have help you? In an upcoming workshop, Starting Over for People 50 Plus, we talk a lot about the resources you already have. What skills and expertise do you have? What experience? What people connections? They can magically lift you higher and speed your progress and ensure your success. What you already have can work like magic for you. 7, first, with one goal to use with this workshop, turn your list into a comprehensive action plan. 8, execute your plan with tracking, checking in, evaluating, adjusting, and accountability. As I said at the beginning, here you get the process. Now that you've listened to the entire workshop, go back, make a note of the parts in the program where you need to do those activities. Pause the recording, do the work. It's in doing the work that you will accomplish your goals. Replay any parts where you need more information or reinforcement or understanding. The important thing is to use what you've gained here to set goals, to make your lists, answer the questions, develop your plans, and do the work that it takes for you to absolutely achieve your goals. It's been my pleasure to serve you here, and there's more. What's next? An in-depth, small group, so you get personal attention, hands-on, online program for serious goal achievers. You can get more information on that at whatyoureallywantnow.com. Also coming soon is more free stuff for goal achievers. A vision board workshop, a Starting Over workshop for the 50 plus crowd, Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life workshop. Be sure to sign up at the website to be informed of upcoming stuff. It's all for you and your goals and your life at whatyoureallywantnow.com.